Hello everyone, Storm01 here. Today we'll be looking into an upcoming pattern change and even potential for flash flooding for parts of the Northeast and even parts of the Tennessee and New Hollow valleys. We're also going to be talking about the potential for some snow across parts of Maine. It seems like confidence is starting to decrease a little bit now. So we're going to get started with the GFS model here. What we currently got going on is some flash flooding issues going across from New Mexico all the way up into the Great Lakes. They had a lot of rain overnight and yesterday, so they got quite a bit of rain. So let's go ahead and move on into tomorrow. Kind of a very similar situation here, but not as much rain across for the same areas like last night. As you can see here comes a low pressure system here. It's kind of like a clipper system bringing in some rain. You can see that blue line there, and that's pretty much like the freezing line there. And if we move on into Friday, see a little speck of snow. Now, earlier in the model runs, there's been showing kind of widespread snow event, but not that much snow. But I would say more than likely the mountains can get some of it, and some people near the surface here can see some snow as well. These blue lines here, that's where you kind of get very close to the freezing mark. So it's either going to be snow and rain, or it's just going to be a cold rain event there. But if you do see some snow, but more than likely it's going to be either a dusting up to an inch at this time. But if you go up the mountains, you could probably see 3 to 5 inches of snow up there. That would be my snowfall forecast for now across parts of Maine. So let's move on into Saturday here. The high pressure is pretty much gone. It kind of sticks around in Florida. That cold fronts come through. So most of the East gets a break from the heat wave that's been going on for a few months. Now we got a low pressure system developing back in the plains there. That starts to push eastward. Here comes your cold front here. It seems like it could be a little bit windy across the Northeast on Saturday night. You can see those isobars are very close together. That's where the warm front is passed, so you got some moisture return and some warmer temperatures. Not that bad of warmer temperatures. You're probably talking about upper 70s up there in the Northeast. But if you're more like in the Tennessee Valley, you could probably reach the low 80s here. But here comes your cold front here. Starts to stall out a little bit here where it hits that moisture. You can see pockets of heavy rain going from the Northeast back into the Tennessee Valley for the Ohio Valley. You can see because that starts to expand. Now, what there used to be is a low pressure system that develops here somewhere and moves up the Northeast and can see rainfall totals 3 to 5 inches. Not that much now, but I got you all rainfall forecast for I'm thinking I'll show you guys that in a moment. But here we go into Monday. Cold front passes there. A decent amount of rain potential for the Northeast as well. When that cold front passes, you get a nice cooler than average conditions there. And that passes along. We'll probably see about this system here if you look over here. I'll say things would change from that. But we're just focused on pretty much what's going on this week, and that's the heat wave. We hit records again this week. A lot of them actually here across Kentucky. We had our driest month ever on record. We also hit the driest September on record with only a trace in Lexington, Kentucky. That is not an accomplishment. That is barely no rain. There was only 3 days with a trace. That's it. So it's just basically sprinkles is all that is. That's what a trace means. Rainfall totals here. Let's move on. You can see the rainfall totals are a little bit greater across the Northeast. What it used to be, there's rainfall totals amounts up to 6 inches across parts of West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Now it seems like most of the higher rainfall totals but to the northeast. But we can still see higher amounts here. I mean, this is a long-range model, and they're not really high res. So you can probably see in these areas here maybe more than what it shows there. As you can see here, you can see in things like the highest rainfall totals are up to 5 inches across parts of the northeast, back into the Tennessee Valley and the Ohio Valley. Looks to be pretty much up to 3 inches of rain at best from the GFS. So let's move on into the European model. Again, very similar situation here, but a little bit higher. You can see rainfall amounts potentially up to 4 inches in that area. Move up into the northeast here, actually starting to see some higher rainfall totals here. Now this is the next 10 days, so big difference here. So it could be a little less than this here. See around 5 inches of rain, which is good news there. Hey man, here in Kentucky, even across all the southeast parts of the, really anywhere on the Mississippi River and eastward, we need rain. Been a dead heat wave for the past few months. So it's been kind of miserable. I'm tired of it. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the rain and thunder here. Kind of give you an idea here what it will look like. Let's move up into the northeast here. Here comes this low pressure system here. Right now it's over parts of the Great Lakes. That moves off very quickly, actually. You can see there's wintry mix there. See the raindrop and the snow. That's basically a wintry mix. If you look with snowfall here for the next 10 days, you can see the Euro is showing some snow. But it's in the next 5 days, unfortunately. You can see not rain. You can see snowfall amounts could be up to 1 inch there. But there could be a little bit more up in the mountains there. Let's move back here. We'll start to zoom out here. Here comes your developing low pressure here coming off the Rockies. Here's Friday afternoon. It's not really that impressive, but if you go to Saturday, it starts to ramp up a little bit. If we moved into Sunday here, see most of the rain at this time is back into Oklahoma, into Kentucky and Tennessee. Now, to keep in mind, there is a chance of severe weather from the Tennessee Valley for the Mississippi Valley into the plains. The question is how much CAPE can we see? Up in the atmosphere, there's not that much CAPE, but if you go down to the surface, it's CAPE between 1,000 to 2,000. So we're going to see, and there's also a decent amount of wind shear. There used to be a very high amount of wind shear and very high helicity values. That's like a setup for strong tornadoes, but again with the CAPE, very low. But now the wind shear has died down some from model runs now, and same thing for the helicity. So not that much the rotating atmosphere type of thing. So here's Sunday morning into the noon hours. You can see the cold front's catching up with the moist air. Here we go to Sunday night. Here you can see some of that rain actually does stick around a little bit across parts of the Tennessee Valley. If we go up into the northeast here, you can see it's their turn for some rain. And it seems like it stalls out a little bit. That's actually a band of heavy rain because of this low pressure system here that I was talking about earlier. That moves up into the northeast there. And we're in some very nice high pressure here. So it looks very pleasant here for Wednesday here. Yeah, look across the United States, it looks very pleasant except for the northeast there. Very nice weather. Alright, the last part of the video, this is going to be my rainfall forecast. This is only for Monday into Wednesday here. As you can see, here's your legend right here. So in that brightest green, that is traced to 1 inch. There could be local amounts of 1 to 2 inches of rain that is possible for those areas there. If we go into this darker green, that is 1 to 2 inches. That extends from Tennessee up into the northeast into Maine. The darker green, 2 to 3 inches. That extends from Kentucky up into New Hampshire and Vermont. And then that yellow there, that's going to be kind of questionable. There, you can see there is 2 different areas with 3 to 5 inches. You got one area across parts of Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia, and another part for parts of Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, New York State, Vermont, and New Hampshire there. Again, 3 to 5 inches is possible at this time if you do get a train of storms. That'll be nice to see here in Kentucky because we really need that rain. Probably we need, I'm going to guess, 6 to 7 inches of rain to make the drought go away. We need that much rain badly. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If y'all did like this video, hit that like button. If y'all really do like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification, you never miss an upload. If y'all guys got any questions about this, you can put in the comment section down below. I'll answer you guys' questions. I'll see you guys in the next video.